What do you do if Google denies your appeal for Google Business Verification? Do you give up? Of course not. In this video, I'm going to show you the way forward. 3 different strategies, 3 different things that you can use if you've exhausted all options and you can't seem to get through the Google verification process for Google Business Profiles. I'm going to stop saying Google right now and just jump into the content and show you these 3 different strategies. The first one bears mentioning because if you haven't been through our Google Business Verification 2025 Toolkit, I'd recommend that you go do that now. Underneath this video or on this page somewhere, there's a link to go over and check out that guide, that ultimate guide for verification, and download our toolkit. Because if you haven't nailed every single thing in that toolkit and the checklist that we provide, there's no amount of extra strategy that I'm going to give you that will overcome that. And that contains 95% of the reasons why Google would shut down your appeal. So if you tick those boxes and it's still not happening, there are other things that you need to do to move forward. So if you haven't done that, go do that first, because the second step I would consider like our advanced checklist. The things that you can do if you're making a second or a third attempt to go through your appeal. So Google sends you the message that says, sorry, we've suspended your profile or we have denied your appeal, try again. Before you try again, this is what I would recommend that you do, okay? First, and this is a quick list I'm going to run you through. First, I would install Google Analytics and Google Search Console on your website. So we're going to add some Google products to the site. Google can see that when you're trying to verify, and they're going to try to connect your site and legitimize it and see how real it is before they give you the go-ahead on the verification process, okay? So if your site is built on a platform like WordPress, there are plugins such as Google Site Kit that will allow you to easily get Google Analytics and Search Console installed, even if you have zero technical knowledge. It's just like clicking through the prompts. So very simple, very easy. That's the first thing I would do. The second thing that I would do is I would go into your profile. Even though it's not live, you can still upload photos to the profile. So what I would do is I would make sure that you're using photos that have been taken from a cell phone. They've got the geolocation inside of the photo. So when you take 20, 30 photos, you do all the exterior, all the interior, photos of the trucks, equipment, things that you've got, and you add all those things to the profile. Google sees that, it reads that, and it's just looking to legitimize what you have there. That's the whole purpose of what I'm running you through right now. The third thing that you can do, and this might take a web developer to help you out with this if you're not technical, you'll want to add what's called schema, local schema specifically, to the website. Schema is a piece of code that you apply to the website that Google will look at. The visitors don't see it. And inside of that code, it specifies for Google a couple of different things: the official name of the business, the official address that you're trying to get verified, the phone number, and other contact details. So by putting this information on there, Google looks at the website, it crawls the whole thing, and it pieces this information out, and it says, okay, this business is here, it's at this address, it's under this name. You've made it very clear for it what is true versus letting Google decide and figure out what's true about the business. So a lot of people will skip this schema portion. So that's another reason why, if you have it in place, it's a big trust factor for Google to go ahead and verify. You got to remember that these are automated systems that are going through this appeal process and verification process with you. It's very little human involvement until you submit a ticket and somebody goes and looks at it. Even then, they might not really be looking at it. So the fourth thing that I would recommend is physically putting the address, the name of the business, address and phone number, like that, in one little block of text, somewhere on the page that you are linking the Google profile to. So if you're doing business in a particular city and you've got a page on the website for that city, it could be the home page, but it could also be a specific location page for where you're trying to do business and get verified. Putting that on the page is another thing that's going to help Google understand this is legitimate and this is, something that we should verify. The fifth thing to do, and the last thing that I'll recommend, is building the relevant directories. Some people call them citations for your business that use the same name, address, and phone number. So if you think about, everybody knows what Yelp is. Yelp, you have a business listing on there. and you can put information about the business, including the name, address, and phone number. But there's also dozens of other sites that are similar to Yelp that people will use to find businesses in your area, but that Google and other search engines are looking at to see where the businesses are located and which ones deserve to be in their search index. So generally, businesses that are listed on more directories, more of these listings, are seen as more legitimate by Google. And so when you use a service like Yext or Bright Local, those services will allow you to, for a fee, pay and instantly update your business on 50 or 60 directories just like that. Okay, so it makes it very quick. You can do this manually, but it takes dozens of hours, which you probably don't have. So using one of those services, even though there's drawbacks to them, which I'm not going to get into in this video, it'll get the job done from what you're doing right now, and that's what's important. Okay, so it's worth the money to get this done. Once you have them set up and you've done all these steps that I just suggested, wait about a week or two and then try the verification again. The reason that you want to wait is so that Google and other search engines can crawl the internet and notice all the new directories that have your business listed on them, include them in their index, and then when Google takes you through the verification process again, it will see that there's all these different websites talking about your website in addition to the other 4 factors that we went through. So really quick, a quick recap before you try verification again. Install Google Analytics and Search Console. Upload photos from the location using the geo coordinates and stuff that are on your phone. Add local schema to the website in the code. Add the actual location name, address, and phone number somewhere on the page that you're trying to attach the Google listing to. And then create all of your directory listings with the same name, address, and phone number. Wait a week or two, and then try it again. So, if that doesn't work for some reason, I've got one more thing for you to try, and this is the one that takes some extra effort, but without fail will get you to the finish line as long as you're verifying at a location that is inside of Google's terms of service. You can't break the terms of service. It's just never going to work for you. But if you're within those and you're just getting the bounce back from Google's automated systems, this is how you can get in touch with the Google representative and get it to the finish line. So what you can do is, even though you're struggling to get this Google business profile, this Google Maps profile verified, you can start the process to get verified on Google Guaranteed. The process to get verified is called Google Guaranteed. The product that you're trying to apply for is called Google Local Service Ads. Here's what's important about this. You go through this process and you enter as much of the information that you can. And I have other videos. If you click the description below this video, there's other videos that talk about this particular product. But the point is, when you go through this, there's a part of it that says you need to connect to your Google business profile. And you're not going to have the ability to choose that option. So you'll skip it and you'll go through the rest of the different things. Now, once you finish that initial input, that might take you 20, 30 minutes to finish this, your screen will refresh, and on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you will have a number that you can call a Google representative directly. They'll pick up the phone for you rather quick. I don't think I've waited longer than 5 minutes to get in touch with a Google Local Service Ads rep, and they're going to ask you what you need help with. And you're going to say, look, I'm trying to get verified for Google Local Service Ads, but I can't connect my Google Maps profile. And they're going to ask you for information. You're going to say, okay, I can't connect it because I'm getting stuck on the verification process. Can you help me figure out what you need to verify the business? So they will give you an actual real answer about why they've denied your appeal, which is cool because otherwise it's just a bunch of automated nonsense through email. They're motivated to help you finish that process because once they do, they know that you're going to pay them money for the local service ads. You don't have to do that. You can just go through the verification and not turn the ads on. But you can use this as a means to talk to somebody directly, have them help you get yourself verified on Google Maps, your Google business profile, and then you're all set. So this is a great way to get in touch with a real human, troubleshoot it, and make it happen. You can use the ads if you'd like or not. It's a great tool. It's a great product by Google that I go into detail in other videos. But this is the surefire way, if you've exhausted everything else, that you'll get real answers and then actually get it done. All right? Now, if all of this seems like a lot to you and you don't have somebody who's just taking care of it for you and you'd like us to manage it at Digital Harvest, you can click one of the links below this video, go visit our website at digitalharvest.io, and you can call us or you can submit a contact form on the website and we'll schedule a call with you, start troubleshooting it, and then take over the process for you if you'd like. You can pay us a small fee for that. We'll take care of the whole thing, get you up and running, and then you can sail off into the sunset with a new verified Google business profile and maybe even local service ads as well. So we'll talk about all that. If you're interested, just go to the website, fill out your information in the contact form, or give us a call. We'll set up a time to chat with you, and then we can help you manage it while you manage your business. We'll do all the dirty work with Google and help you get it done. We'll still need your help, of course, your input, your access, and things like that, which we'll collect, but we can take care of it for you, take this headache off of your plate, help you get moving in the right direction. I appreciate you for tuning into this video. Check out the description below for the Google Business Profile Toolkit, as well as other resources mentioned in this video. And with that, we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.
Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you like this video, you'll probably like the rest of them on our YouTube channel. Go ahead, check them out, subscribe for more, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.